out there. So welcome back again with me. And now I am going to talk about something. Of course, yes. If I am trying to upload something, then I'm gonna talk about the topic. So this time it's about how to handle problems. I know that as a human, as a living creatures, we all have problems in our own way. I mean, like everybody faces their own battle. I mean, like everybody has their own problem, so they face their own battle. So it's not like even if you see them like smiling, laughing, or like um, even for a person who seems to like have no problems at all, I believe that actually he or she has the problem. I mean, like, he or she has problems, but it's just a matter of, like, how they see the problems. I mean, and not many people who will tell their problems or like their personal matters to the world. Many of them keep it like for their own selves, for themselves, and for themselves. And yeah, and our creator say that it is also part of life that we will be given trials or like tests that will make us feel sad, worry, or like in fear or afraid, and everything, like all the bad feelings. Because oh, like life is not a process where there are only good things or like only happiness in it. There are always obstacles, there are problems everywhere, anywhere, and everybody has it. So the point is, what we have to do when we have problems. Of course, you have to face and also to handle it. But besides of the two things, you also have to be patient. This is also the thing that is ordered to us whenever we are given some trials or tests in life. Then we have to be patient, and we have to be standing on the positive side. I mean, we have to think positively that we can overcome it, that everything has reasons, and there are lessons that we can take from these problems. And we have to believe that these trials or tests are given to us because we are strong enough to handle it. If we cannot handle it, then the trials won't be given to us. And that's the amazing thing about our creator, because he is the only one who knows the best of us, who knows how far we can go, or like how how strong we can handle problems. So if you are given a really big problems, then he believes that you can handle it. So I often say to my own self that no matter what, even if you try to say that this is too hard, I will not be able to um, stay strong, or like you feel like you're giving up, it's just like the problem will is still there. The problem is still there with you, and even if you don't wanna be with it, or like you just wanna run away, it's still there. So yeah, this is also something that I've been learning all this time, because you know it is easier said than done. I mean, when we are like in a stable situation, or like when we are not currently facing the problems, we feel like we are the strongest person. Like, um, we forget uh, about the calamity, or maybe like all the bad things that can also happen to us. We feel that we are strong, and we are, like, we often think that those kind of bad things will never be in our way, but that's a very wrong uh, perspective, because problems doesn't see you because it's you, or like, I mean, like, it doesn't choose particular person to get the problem. No, everybody can get it, even if you are, like, in your best health condition, or maybe like you are very rich, or you are very kind, or even you are already the bad guy. No matter what that is, problems can still find you. but as I said before, it's all about how you say it. And because the creator say that I am what my slave thinks. So if we think that our creator is bad, or like trying to give us bad things, and then we blame him for doing this to us, then there is no good at all in it. I mean, if you already blame him for doing it to you, then you also have to remember that this creator, or this one who gives you trials, also the same one who gives you happiness. So it's not like you can blame him for giving you the trials, but you forget that he's also the one who gives you the happiness. I mean, like, when you were not sad, when you were once happy, it was also from him, you know. So yeah, we just have to keep our positive mind, positive thinking, that this trial is just one of the pages in our lives that we have to go through, and we have to believe in him, and we have to keep our faith strong, and we have to, um, because uh, if we are given this kind of test, I mean, like any test, then there are a lot of messages, or like lessons that we can take from it. And actually, this is also one kind of thing, I mean, like one uh, way that he uses to make us closer to him. Because sometimes when we are like happy with our life, when we are happy with our lives, we tend to forget that we have to be thankful, that we have to understand about um, who who gives us the happiness. Because oftentimes we forget when we are happy, or when we get a lucky thing, I mean, like when we are lucky enough to get everything we want, we tend to forget who has given this to us. And when we forget, then we will be like reckless, and not thankful, not being blessed. And often we do everything we want without even thinking if it is actually not a good thing, or like it may harm others, or our or even harm our own selves. So through trials, actually, our creator tries to remind us that you are still a slave, that you are still my creation, I mean, like our creator's creation. Then he gives us trials to remind us to, you know, like to turn to Him. I mean, to turn to Him and get closer to Him, and to understand that life is not always about happiness, that there are also ups and downs. This just to make us reminded, to make us remember where we are from and what we should be, or like what we should do. So this is just like one of the particular thing that will be a reminder for us that we are a creation, and what is the I mean, like, to remind us what the purpose of this life is. And the purpose of this life is to praise Him. It's not to, like, to reach your goals, or like to pursue your dreams, to get everything you want in this world. No, that's not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is not in this world, it's in the hereafter. Everything you do is ideally should be oriented to achieve, or like to support everything that can help you in the hereafter. But many people often forget, and sometimes, but yeah, I know at last it's not that because they don't want, or they don't want to, or maybe like they they feel lazy or anything, but it's also sometimes it's because it's just part of your, like, the destiny for you. So yeah, that's talking about trials. Hmm. And I hope that you are also doing fine wherever you are, and remember about the purpose of life. You know, if you do good, then it's not only for your surroundings, or like other people or other living creatures or other, like other creations, but also to the Creator, because we have to be good vertically and also horizontally. What I mean by horizontally is among other creations, and vertically means to the creators. And how to be good to the Creator? Then you have to do everything that He wants you to do, and leave everything that He forbids you to do. That's actually the easiest way to have this good life. I mean, like, what is the key of happiness? It's the calmness. I mean, like, it's the peace. It's the peace you can get from being closer to Him. It's not from the wealth, or from your salary, or money, or relationship. No, it's about your faith in Him. That's the biggest blessing that you have, and you have to be thankful for that. So it's not, that's why, because many people still thinks that the most important thing for them are around, like wealth, or people, or maybe like food, everything that can sustain them in this world. But so he also uh, tried to give us tests around that things, the, the loss of wealth, the loss of uh, your loving ones, and many things about that. So he gives you fear, worriness. He gives you many kind of feelings that actually will lead you back to him if you wanna think clearly with your brain. Okay, then I think that's enough for me to talk about another random things. So actually, I also have a blog that I've been writing on it for like so many years, but I've just found about this YouTube thing, and I think this one is better. I mean, like, I don't have to write, I don't have to, yeah, I know, even if I record like this, even if I record it like this without script, I will do so many mistakes in grammars, or like what I am talking about will not be focused, but I don't care. I don't really care about that. I'm just trying to say everything in my head and put it into this black video just for my personal reminder. So that's all for today. Thank you if you were listening, and even if you are not listening, then that's also okay. Bye.